Heading into the 2013 campaign, the Ashford men's soccer team is surrounded with optimism after making a run to the NAIA National Tournament's round of 16 in 2012. But despite 13 wins in the program's first ever win at Nationals, fifth-year head coach Richard Markham and the Saints enter camp this year with a chip on their shoulder.
Although, getting to a Sweet 16 was great for the school, I think, and obviously for the program. Individually, personally, myself, I thought it was a disappointment getting beat 4-0. You can take the loss and dwell in it, or you can take it and build from it. And what we've done is we've managed to take it and build. 9 returners will have their chance at redemption this year, including the team's top 4 goal scorers from last season and all-conference goalkeeper Patrick Kinsella. Although the Saints will be looking to replace a trio of players on the back line, Markham feels that the pressure his attack will generate is going to keep the opposition on their heels. The game's evolving where the 1-0 games are not as important as a 5-1 game or a 5-2 game. You've got to believe that if you can put the ball in the net multiple times, then the other team's going to have to too. And it's really going to be the key until our defense comes together. It's going to be the job of the offense to carry the team until it does. And so, we're going to spend a lot of time on working on our offense.
But the goals won't come easy for the Saints, as their schedule features 8 qualifiers from last year's national tournament, including defending national champion Belhaven. In order to be one of the nation's top teams, the Ashford bench boss knows you have to welcome the challenge that his schedule presents.
I think the schedule is set up, it sets us up to be able to see multiple different styles of play and some of the top teams in the country. It's going to be tough, but you know what? We're up for the challenge, and the goal is to get better each game, and and we're going to go for results.
The journey to get back to nationals begin for the Saints at home on Saturday, August 24th, when they host Baker University. Youth will be the story for the Ashford cross-country teams in 2013, as the Saints rosters consist primarily of freshmen and sophomores, but the youthful exuberance has created a positive environment in workouts for the Saints, which has been encouraging for second-year head coach Chris Adams as Ashford prepares to hit the course.
Just maintaining that positive culture, positive attitude. It can be it's a short competition season, but it can be a long season from those miles you start putting in June all the way through November. So it's definitely a long toll on the body, but when you've got those meets that kind of help pick you up, you've got to help set goals that we can reach.
One of the main goals for the Saints is to continually lower the team time in meets, and Ashford's schedule should help accomplish that. With only 6 competition dates, the Saints have the ability to rest and remain healthy as they prepare for the AII Championships in November.
Racing those distances week in and week out is a struggle. It can take a toll on your body, especially in a long season. So, being able to train for longer periods of time allows us to get some more recovery time in there, and especially in this sport, recovery is about as important as the training itself.
The long hours of training will be put to good use when the Saints open the regular season on August 30th, traveling to Cedar Rapids for the 20th annual Mustang Gallop hosted by Mount Mercy University. Coming off a season in which they won 23 matches, the Ashford volleyball team has been eager to get in the gym in preparation for the 2013 season. While the summer months are made for spending time outside, 9th-year head coach Micah Siwi has been happy with his team's attitude as the Saints have welcomed their preseason workouts.
I like what I've seen so far. We have a nice returning group, and then we have some kids that will come in and fill some spots that we struggled at from last year. Preseason has gone well. They love being in the gym. They've been gym rats. We've had them in here, and they've worked hard. So we're hoping that that hard work in preseason will kind of pay off.
Siwi welcomes back a total of 9 members from a squad that finished 4th in the nation in total blocks and 5th in digs last season. With juniors Morgan Martels and Danielle Tombolato once again protecting the net, the Saints expect to be just as stingy on D again this year, and it makes up a solid foundation for a team that isn't as green as they were 1 year ago.
Last couple of years, if you were to ask me what's the maturity level of your team, we've been young. Can't say that anymore. We have those freshmen and sophomores a couple of years ago are now juniors and seniors. We feel like we have great leadership at the top, at the junior and senior level classes. and I feel like we have some great leadership potential with our freshmen and sophomores.
Highlighting Ashford's 2013 schedule is the AII tournament, which the Saints were selected to host inside Kiel Arena. In preparation for the conference tournament, the Saints will face off with 8 teams that qualified for last year's national tournament, as well as a slew of challenging opponents that Seawee hopes will prepare the team for postseason play.
I think our schedule really fits our needs really well. We like to see ranked teams. To be good, you have to play the good teams. And then to be great, you have to beat them. So that's our goal. That's a couple of our goals this year is to beat those good teams. And get better as the year goes on.
The Saints open on Friday, August 23rd, when they travel to Cedar Rapids for games against Mayville State and Waldorf. The 2012 season was a banner year for the Ashford women's soccer team. After winning the AII Conference Tournament Championship, the Saints recorded their first national tournament win with a 4-3 victory over Davenport University to reach the round of 16. But even after the success, 10th-year head coach Mick Regan and the Saints want to prove they belong with the nation's best once again.
It's a new team. It's, some of the girls that played last year, they'll have great experience from it. But we have to come together as a team and start all over again. It's just like every year. We can't rest on what we did last year, and we have to prove this year that we're a top 20 team again and get the wins.
One of the challenges for the Saints will be adjusting to a revamped roster that returns only 5 starters from last season. 20-goal scorer Holly Babbitt and all-conference goalkeeper Jessica Van Dyke are among the names back in the fold, but the Saints will be a youthful group. The challenge for the Ashford coaching staff is to make sure no matter who's on the pitch, they are working as one.
We'll be very young, so we've got a very young squad this year. We've got some good experience, in key positions, so that'll help us. But our main emphasis has been getting them together as a group, get the chemistry going, get them working together, and the work rate and the work ethic will take us through.
The Saints will aim to gel quickly as the 2013 schedule features 3 matchups against qualifiers from last year's national tournament. After finishing 20th in the final 2012 poll, Regan knows that his team needs to be prepared to have a target on them each time they take the field.
I don't think there's any easy games on our schedule. Every team we play is in and around the top 25, so it's a case we have to be ready to play on the road and at home. We were number 20 in the country, went to the national tournament, so everyone wants to beat us this year. So we have to really be ready to compete at every single game.
The Saints open their 2013 schedule on their home turf, facing off against Baker University on Saturday, August 24th.